Welcome to Wine Country, ladies and gentlemen, as we are here in Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California for the running of the Toyota-SaveMart 350. Hey there guys, Mikey here. The NASCAR 15 Let's Play continues with the first road course of the season. With 11 challenging turns, both left and right, drivers have to shift gears both literally and mentally to make their way around this challenging course. It's the last of the NASCAR on Fox themed races for the season, and we're hoping to close it out with an exciting finish for the first half. It's time to find out who will drive home a winner here on McBlam Racing.
Reach it up, pull those belts tight.
All right, time to go racing on the road course. Boogity, boogity, boogity. Ooh, let's go racing, boys, and we'll see you in February.
Number 8.
First lap is complete. Doing really well. Got out to an early lead as we're trying to make our way around this course, trying to be smooth and calm. We're out front 2 seconds ahead of second place Greg Biffle, followed by the Busch brothers. It's like Kurt Busch and Kyle Busch. We're just now getting used to this track and having a lot of fun. So keep in mind, this is going to be a little bit interesting because this is the first time I'm actually doing a full post-commentary race. So you get to hear my reactions both in race, which will sound like it's coming from a radio, and the post-reaction to it. So this should be interesting. And what I've actually done is I've waited a couple of days so that I don't necessarily remember a lot of details.
Keep digging, buddy. It's not over yet.
Yeah, holding the fastest lap of the race so far. Opening up an extra 2 seconds over Greg Biffle. Now 4.3 back to the second place car. Just trying to be nice and smooth, hit our marks, follow the big black line, as you would say. Ooh, looks like we're starting to get a little bit loose here. Well, excuse me, not loose, but tight. Having a little bit of trouble turning this car. But it's not a big enough problem to actually cause the cars behind us to catch up. As it looks like Biffle and Kurt Busch have pulled away. So we're going through the hairpin turn 11. A lot of passes are made in that turn. As long as we're able to... Ooh, a little bit tight there.
You're doing great. Nice and steady. Second place is way back.
Yes, he is, but that doesn't mean we can't make a mistake. So let's just Try to take it nice and easy through these S's. Ooh boy, sliding everywhere. It's one of those things, I kind of enjoy that. It's actually a lot of fun to slide around the track. It's like you're just kind of barely hanging on, and you're just kind of like that you're fishtailing a little bit, but not so much that are out of control. It's almost like a controlled slide. So you're pretty much drifting for the most part. So it's always fun. That's why I always kind of liked coming here, whether I'm doing good or bad. And my first time here was actually last season at the playing on a U-Technics game was my first time. And I was just sliding absolutely everywhere. I was having an absolute blast. Although I did cause a few accidents. We're trying not to do that this time around. We're trying to be a little bit more cleaner. Oh boy, yeah. We're starting to have a little bit of trouble turning now.
We can do this all day.
Yeah. Yeah, starting to have a little bit of trouble turning now. As you hear there on the radio, just having a little bit of trouble turning. I knew this would happen, just going to have to be a little bit conservative. Yeah, that's the name of the game. We've got a pretty big lead over 7 seconds over second place, Greg Biffle. So we have room to be conservative here. The question is, when will pit stops happen, and will they happen? Because that pit stops will play a big role, and if we make a mistake coming on a pit road or anything, not that it's usually that hard, you just got to be a little bit careful. Let's see. Whoa!
Fight back.
Oh!
Whoa, close call. Great save, man.
All right. When I come down pit road, I'm going to have to change my underwear as well as the tires, so just keep that in mind. I forgot I said that. That's yeah.
No one's gonna touch
Almost
you out here
lost
today.
it. We tried to get a little bit too much into that little S curve there and just wound up almost losing it. Like I said, like it was supposed to be a controlled slide, but I lost control of the slide, so it didn't work out for me too well there. And it allowed Biffle to close the gap by 2 seconds. Now he's only 5.3 back, as opposed to 7.3 back, which he was before I started to almost spin out. As we go through the S's, the downhill S's. The one thing I've never been pretty keen on is what turn is what. So you're not going to hear me say a whole lot of, what turn I'm in, except for like the hairpin. You won't hear me say a lot of that just because I don't know. I don't know which turn is what. I know where turn 7 is, because if you follow, oh boy, wow. Really pound that wall that time.
Whatever you're doing, just keep doing
real tight through that. Yeah, we're getting real tight through that hairpin there. Yeah. You see, we're getting real tight. Just having a lot of we're just having a lot of trouble turning this car now. It feels like the front tires are starting to slide a little bit, which is odd. I've noticed like I can feel the tire wear. Yeah, the car won't turn like it was before. Yeah, I can feel the tire wear. It's so weird, but I don't see it. That wedge adjustment really helped out, but it just seems like over time this handling starts to go away. Car gets really tight. Yeah. And what I was saying is, like, I made a wedge adjustment before this race because I was running the Delta Force HC setup for this track, and I was fine for a while But I noticed, like, after around the second lap, I started to get tight. It wasn't turning like I wanted it to. So I took a round of wedge out of the car, and it just kind of worked miracles. So we're approaching 10 to go now, so
10 to go. Nice
yeah,
and
we're
smooth
approaching
your
10 to
way
go
up
now.
front. Use that clean air.
Yeah, 5.6 back, and we're starting to hit lap traffic. So this is going to be interesting with a poor handling car. Well, not a poor handling car, but a car that's not handling as good as it was before, and now having to contend with traffic. Alright. We try to work our way around Josh Wise.
On the left.
Yeah. So we're getting a little bit frustrated
Car
with him.
outside.
So we're kind of beating down his back bumper a little bit. We do manage to get around him. That's one thing on a road course. It's really hard to pass, so it gets really frustrating when you're in lap traffic and they're just in the way. You see, I'm trying to work my way around Michael Annette, trying to set him up here in turn 11. Doesn't look like I'm going to get there before I can, though. Give him a little nudge, let him know I want to get by. Alright. I need to tell these lap cars to get out of the way.
9 to go.
If there, I'm assuming if there was a spotter, I'm assuming if there were spotters for these lap cars, they would be being told or being yelled at. Alright, work our way around Michael Annette. Clear him fairly easily as we go through the upwards S's. Coming down to a couple of my favorite turns. I actually like these turns. Yeah, this is where, if you watch N2SC4, I believe this is where he sits. So, yeah. So we're going through the downwards S's now, which are usually not my favorite. See, we're starting to get a little tight. We're really sliding these front tires now. You see me like, hear me working the gas. Like, I'm not ever fully on it. I'm either tapping it or just kind of goosing it every now and again because the handling's starting to go away. Right, Biffle is now closed in over a second. All right, Michael.
8 to go.
These lap cars are killing me, man.
Keep digging.
Kind of hard to use clean air when I got a freaking gaggle of cars in front of me.
Right side.
Yeah, I always did notice that the cars that the spotter will say like use the clean air, but he only says that because we're in the lead. It's like they don't necessarily know that they're
One outside.
or programmed to. Oh gosh, big contact with Michael Waltrip. I guess he didn't like the fact that I was trying to move him out of the way. We work our way inside of Danica Patrick. Yeah, but they don't seem to notice that there's lap cars that I'm still contending with, so still in dirty air here. Oh boy, yeah. We're really sliding now.
Inside.
Inside, it's like Michael Waltrip's trying to race me here. Ooh, yep.
Inside.
Yeah, that's enough to get frustrating.
Car inside you.
I'm trying to adjust the brake bias, see if that helps any. Ooh. Yep, I knew that was coming. Knew that was coming.
7 to go. We having fun out there?
Not really. About had it with this lap traffic now.
Yeah, the frustrations are starting to really run high for me now. I'm trying my best to work my way around these cars, but it's
You're
just...
outside.
every time I try to make a move on them, it looks like they're blocking, but they're actually just kind of running their line.
Car outside, trying to get to your corner.
Now, there are some that in certain instances where they are kind of all over the place. But that's not the case with a lot of them. It's just, it's really hard to pass. So we almost need something like in future games that'll say like, hey, we got one of the leaders behind you. Go ahead and let them by. You know, don't race them. And they did have some things like that in the older games. You see Greg Biffle's now closed up to a 2-second gap because I'm trying to get around this lap traffic. But yeah, they did have something like that in older games. Certain cars would just let you by. Oh boy. That car coming out of the pits here. I'm going to swing a little bit wide here. Ooh, Yaley off in the grass. Yeah, there definitely needs to be something to say like, hey, you're going a lap down. You're a lap down. You got the leaders coming, so just go ahead and get out of the way. You know, the old was it the blue flag or whatever, blue and black flag? I can't remember what the color is. Let's let you know, like, go ahead and get out of the leader's way. They're coming. All right. Greg Biffle has fallen back to 4th. So that means Kurt Busch and Kyle Busch have now inherited 2nd and 3rd.
Car 1 back.
And Kurt Busch is coming.
Now you're clear.
Clear from Bobby Labonte. These guys are really racing hard up here. Ooh, contact. Ryan Newman's trying to work his way up through the pack as we catch up to our old friend Ty Dillon. And by friend, I mean probably one of our mortal enemies.
Whatever you're doing,
We had quite
keep doing it.
We had quite a few run-ins with him last season. So you can imagine I'm not going to cut him any slack. As I send him off in the grass, he does manage to gather it back up, but now we're catching up to Regan Smith. Ooh, boy, Ryan Newman is being real aggressive. Trying to get around these cars.
Got a car closing on your outside.
We'll work our way to the inside. Oh, Newman and McDowell get together. As Newman gets around them. Nope. Oh, they're still beating and banging. So we work our way around Regan Smith. Trying to get around Michael McDowell now.
These guys are getting a little too racy for my taste.
Yeah, it's always a little bit nerve-wracking when they get to beating and banging around you on this road course. Because you don't want to end up in their mess. And we gotta hope Ryan Newman won't give us any trouble, but let's be honest, we are talking about Ryan Newman here as he makes a bold move to the inside of Jeb Burton. Burton goes wide, and we get back around him. Okay, working our way to around Ryan Newman.
This 31 is all over the place.
We can do this all day. Car inside at your door.
Just trying to work around Casey Mears, but ooh boy.
Dang freaking Ryan Newman, man.
Car inside, just looking.
Yep, wasn't too happy with that one because he moved me out of the groove there. Boy. Yeah, he moved me out of the groove, and see that's the thing I don't like. I don't like when they race me like that because they're in the way at this point. So me and Regan Smith make contact. And Kurt Busch has now closed in on us. We now worked our way around Michael McDowell. Trying to get around Jeb Burton here, but he is really not making it easy for us.
I ain't gonna have too much more of these guys getting in my way.
Yeah, we're really fighting this lap traffic here. We managed to open it up to a second again over Kurt Busch.
Car outside.
But if we don't get around Jeb Burton, he's going to catch us. Going through turn 11. So we're trying to get him out of the way. I am trying so hard.
Ready to go.
Oh man, I must have hit him like 4 or 5 times
Hustle.
now.
We're going to get past.
Yeah, we're
Over
trying.
outside.
I'm trying. This freaking 26 won't move.
It's amazing. He's managed to gather it up every time I've hit him. Every time I've given him the bumper. And yep, we're starting to lose it a little bit here. And that was Kurt Busch. Kurt Busch is now to our inside as he muscles us up the track. And he takes the lead. We're going to try to work to his inside. Can't quite get there. Kurt Busch is now the race leader. But he might be heading into the pits. Which now diverts my attention to the fuel here. I wonder if we can make it on fuel. He's trying to work our way. He's trying to work around Jeb Burton, but Jeb Burton's not giving him a whole lot to work with. Kurt Busch is heading down pit road.
Watch your outside.
And Kyle Busch. Both the Busch brothers are headed down pit road.
Left side's clear.
Trying to see if Greg Biffle is also part of that party. Yes, he is. Tony Stewart inherits the 4th place.
2 to go.
A lot of people coming down pit road. So we're now 5 seconds ahead of Tony Stewart. And Jimmy Johnson, as we give him another boot.
Inside.
He's just not playing nice with us. Jeb Burton is not playing nice with us. None whatsoever.
Jeb Burton is the bane of my existence right now. He is the bane of my existence.
Car outside, at your door.
Voicing our displeasure with Jeb Burton as we have finally gotten around him. And Casey Mears, who went off in the grass.
Golly, finally.
Yeah. Oh boy, but here comes the question. As we are coming down for 1 to go, what are we going to do? What will we do?
Outside.
Frick it. I'm going for it. I'm going for it. I'm staying out. I'm going for it.
There's the call. We have to make it all the way around this track one more time with that little bit of gas in our tank. White flag is in the air, 1 to go. Tony Stewart, Jimmy Johnson, and Jeff Gordon have come down pit road. Jeb Burton is all over our back bumper.
Car closing on the inside.
Weren't giving him a whole lot of room there. That was kind of a little bit of payback.
Car inside, trying to get to your corner.
As you can hear us, we're not on the gas, barely at all. We're trying to conserve fuel as much as we can. We're going to start popping the clutch here in a little bit. Chase Elliott gets his lap back. Labonte gets his lap back. Ooh boy, yeah. We popped the clutch and still got into Labonte. Go off through the grass. Trying to let him by. Kurt Busch is back in 2nd place. AJ Allmendinger, the road course ringer, has now inherited 3rd. Giving all these guys their lap back.
Oh, man.
Oh boy, this is nerve-wracking. As we're coming through the final turns, one more time around. All we have to do is make it through the hairpin, and we will take our 4th win of the season. Through the final turn, popping the clutch.
We're going to make it. We're going to make it.
Here we come to the finish line, and we will take our 4th victory in the NASCAR 15 Series.
Yeah! Way to go, buddy. Great job. Awesome. Awesome, buddy.
Unbelievable.
All day long. Way to get it done, man.
Man, that's what I'm talking about. That is gambling right there. Woo!
Unbelievable. Oh, we're going to try to smoke them down. We're going to get it over here where we got a little bit more room.
They're loving you for that one, man.
Unbelievable. Our first ever victory at Sonoma. Our first ever victory at a road course, period. We have come close so many times and just couldn't get the job done, and we finally did it. At one of our favorite tracks, we finally managed to score a victory at a road course. And in dramatic fashion, running out of gas as we were coming to the line. These burnouts are surely deserved. They are so deserved right now.
Way to go.
Unbelievable.
Soak it up, man. Great job today.
Oh yeah. Get all of that smoke going.
You're the man.
All of that smoke. Yes, sir. Time to do some celebrating in Victory Lane. Great win for us, for Team Chaos. Sponsored by Tiger Moine Energy. Definitely well-deserved win there. After dominating, we do it in dramatic fashion. We win the race here at Sonoma. I forgot the name of the event already. But we also logged the fastest lap of the race. So 2 achievements on us. Kurt Busch runs second. AJ Allmendinger, the road course ringer, in third. Kyle Busch in fourth. Greg Biffle in fifth. Ryan Blaney in 6th, Brad Keselowski in 7th, 8th is Clint Boyer, 9th is Tony Stewart, and rounding out the top 10 will be Jimmy Johnson. And here you can pick out your favorite driver from the remainder of the field. So we had Dale Earnhardt Jr. finishing 17th, Alec Almirola in 29th, 27th, Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Ryan Newman back in 30th after putting us off into the grass. We're none too happy about that, but hey, like I said, well-deserved win. And let's see how many cars we actually finished on the lead lap, because we gave a lot of laps back. Okay, for 40th, Michael Waltrip. Okay, guys, so here are the points standings. Dale Earnhardt Jr. is your points leader of Hendrick Motorsports with 2 wins and 10 top 10s. We are now moved up into second with 4 wins, 9 poles, and 11 top 10s. Kurt Busch is actually of Stewart-Haas Racing actually fall back to third with 1 win and 8 top 10s. Brad Keselowski of Team Penske Racing with one pole and 7 top 10s. Tony Stewart of Stewart-Haas Racing with 9 top 10s in 5th. Jeff Gordon in 6th of Hendrick Motorsports with 7 top 10s. Denny Hamlin of Joe Gibbs Racing with 6 top 10s in 7th. AJ Allmendinger of the JTG Daugherty Racing with 5 top 10s in 8th. 9th will be Greg Biffle of the Roush Fenway Racing with 2 poles, 2 wins, and 5 top 10s in 9th. 10th is Jimmy Johnson of Hendrick Motorsports with 9 top 10s. 11th will be Carl Edwards with 1 pole, 5 top 10s for Joe Gibbs Racing. And let's see, looks like next will be 12th will be Kyle Busch from Joe Gibbs Racing teammate with 1 win, 1 pole, and 5 top 10s. Martin Truex Jr. will be 13th with Furniture Row Racing with 1 win and 5 top 10s. Next person will be Jamie McMurray. Chip Ganassi Racing with 1 win and 2 top 10s. Will be 13th. 14th will be Austin Dillon with 1 win and 5 top 10s for Richard Childress Racing. 15th will be Matt Kenseth with Joe Gibbs Racing with 2 wins, 1 pole, and 6 top 10s. And rounding out the challengers will be Ryan Blaney for Wood Brothers Racing with 1 win and 4 top 10s. And those are your challengers for the chase. Alright guys, so I do hope you enjoyed this new format that I'm trying out. I'm still going to have to work out quite a few kinks with it and everything as far as doing the post commentary as well as having the in-game commentary as well. I hope you guys enjoyed it. It definitely was a lot of fun, and the way I had to do this, if you guys are wondering, the way I have to do this is I have to wait a couple of days so I don't remember all the details of the race, so it doesn't become like a bore or anything like that to me or anything, and make sure I'm not rambling through. So that gives the radio chatter enough time to play through and everything like that. So hope you guys enjoyed it. I had a blast here, and my gosh, this was just a heck of a finish. I never would have thought. I honestly was kind of thinking I was going to run out of gas and not make it, and that's why I started like popping the clutch and everything like that. And I was still pretty fast at the turns, but I'm really happy I got a win here. First ever win on a road course, never won before, so that's always something. That's always a good feeling to get your first win at a track that you don't normally win at. So it came close a few times, but you know, leader just gets out there sometimes, and there's nothing you can do. And these longer races probably make for a little bit more of a. It helps you get up there a little bit, even though I kind of dominated for quite a while. But yeah, much deserved win. Despite all the frustrations I was having, It's so weird. When I'm just recording, and I'm not like doing it for commentary purposes. I'm mainly doing it just like general reaction to what's happening. It's amazing how frustrated I actually allow myself to get when I'm not thinking about commentary. So, yeah. Like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed it. The next week we will be at Daytona. We will return to Daytona. The NASCAR on Fox theme races will be done. We're going to transferring over to the NASCAR on NBC themes. Still trying to work that out a little bit. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. I hope you guys enjoyed it. And like I said, I do these races every weekend following the NASCAR season. And I will see you guys at Daytona.